Hi there, and welcome to Extreme Close-Up, How to Look Great on Camera, Part 4. How are you,
I'm
friend?
I'm great. How's it going?
Right. It's going well. I was just about to say how I've been so excited this week, and I've been like I've looked at Casey's face more in the last few days. Like it's hilarious. I've been going through all her pictures, and I'm like, okay, this is how I want to approach her eye makeup, and this is how how the features that we want to accentuate. And so she's been so cool about it. I asked her to be a model for this extreme close-up how to look great on camera makeup lesson series, 8-week makeup lesson series. And she was like, sure, yeah, what do I do? Great, what do I do? So
Oh,
we we're gonna have some fun. She is a blast, and we've had some fun going back and forth this week with color palettes and different formulas, and what's going to work best for her, because ideally we want to tailor this look to Casey, to the shape of your face, the beautiful shape of your eyes, so that when you go on camera, and I know you've got a lot going on here in the coming weeks, you're going to tell us about these opportunities. And when you go on camera and you address your audience, we want your look to align with your message. So as I said, this is Casey Davignon. Casey, I'm so glad that you're here, and I can't wait for us to get to know you a little bit. I am Selena Beasley. I am your makeup coach. I work with content and course creators, consultants, authors, speakers, and coaches, and I teach them how to do their makeup for the camera, so that when they lead their virtual training or they film their digital course modules, they feel like $1,000,000, and their look aligns with their message, and they're able to foster deeper connections with their viewers. And so we're going to get to do that today. Casey is passionate about helping people, heal their hearts, specifically entrepreneurs, which we know the entrepreneurial space is not for the faint of heart, but she is passionate about encouraging and strengthening the hearts of others. And I think the work that she does is so beautiful, but I want to hear her talk about it. So Casey, tell us a bit about who you are, and what you do and who you help.
So I'm Casey Davenon. I am from a little tiny, well, actually, I live on a farm in the middle of, or in the northwest corner of Kansas, quite literally in the middle of nowhere. My number one purpose has been to help people. Like, I've always been some sort of a coach. It doesn't matter, like, from even the time when I was little, I was always helping people bridge the gap between their pain and where they want to be. And so that's pretty much how I got started into this. And I'm able to look into people's heart spaces, and anytime they've got a challenge or like a wound that's in there, we can't fix that wound, but we can fix the storyline and that perception around the wound, and help bridge the gap between that. And so, like so many entrepreneurs, we all struggle with mindset. So that's a huge focus on what I do.
Just getting to meet with you and talk with you immediately, I was like, listen, I'm saying, and this is my professional opinion, don't take this the wrong way. Your eyes are mesmerizing. And I really believe that, when we leverage our, natural God-given features to accelerate the process of building trust with the people that we work with, that's when we aligned our body, mind, soul, the whole package. We've aligned it with our message.
Right.
So I said to you, we're gonna spend the bulk of our time today on your eyes, these gorgeous, mesmerizing eyes that just I know that your audience is drawn, because that's where the depth is. That's where we really, really sense the depth. As a viewer, I can tell you that's
Yes.
where it is. Now, here's why this is why it's been so much fun for me to look at your face, because you have your eyes are both deep set, your brow bone is prominent, and they're set back. They're set back in the eye socket, and they're a little bit wider set. So what we want to do is we want to bring those eyes forward. We want to bring those lids forward,
Sure.
and we also want to restore some symmetry to the eyes by giving the illusion of them being slightly brought in slightly closer together. So we're going to play with some tricks for both wide set and deep set eyes. And let's go ahead. Are you ready to do this?
Yes.
You're ready to dive in. So the key with a deeper set eye, and a deep set eye is just defined as, you know, when you're looking dead on to me, I can see the majority of your eyelid. It's like your eyes are fully open and I can still see the majority of the space on your lid. And so the key with a wide set eye is to keep the inner corner and like halfway toward your outer corner. We want to keep that space nice and bright. So you're going to swipe the cream on your cream brush.
Okay.
And then start at the inner corner of your eyes and go ahead and concentrate that cream, that light, bright shade in the inner corner to like right above your pupil, and keep that area just super nice and bright. We're not going to put any dark shadow there.
Blend it in a little bit better.
Excellent. And I know these cream shadows, I will sometimes, you know, use my finger to kind of dab it in. And then if I want to go back and blend it with the brush, you can do that too.
Okay, let me get one more layer on there. It's not very, there we go.
Your fingers are actually great blending tools.
They're very versatile.
They're very versatile, and you know, this is really great because you've got some colors that you've already got some versatility with your colors. So notice the difference. Like I see a difference already in, you just brought your lid out, like
okay.
And that's what we wanted. So go ahead and create that on the other side as well. Inner corner and brighten up just above the iris. Yeah. So yeah, play with it. Play with like whatever feels,
Okay.
as far as like the application, whatever's easier. You can always go back and blend, and that's fine.
Okay, I think I got it. So
yes, you did. Yes. So our goal throughout this time together is, because we're about to use some higher contrasting colors that are a little darker. Mm-hmm. But whatever you do, we want to keep those corners nice and bright.
Sure.
So even, and this cream is so fantastic, this cream color you're using, because even if when you're working with dark shadows, inevitably some of it strays, you know, in here or under here, you can take this color and we're going to use it to clean up as well. So don't fret if you notice dark shadows falling underneath your eyes. Okay, now I mentioned that, Casey, you have a slightly deep set eye, and we want to drop it out. You also have, your eyes are on the wider set side. It means that you have a little bit wider than an eye's width apart between your eyes. Mm-hmm. And so this is going to influence how we place your darker eyeshadows.
Okay.
So with your, what we're going to do first is we're going to outline it. We're going to just use like the opposite end of your, we're not going to apply any product yet. And I want to make sure that you feel confident in the contour. We're going to basically outline where we're going to put it first.
Okay. And I'm brush like this.
Grab your eyeliner brush that you were using. That one is the other end. Perfect. So we're going to use that end, and I'm just going to show you how to define your crease. So basically, where your eyebrow arches, okay, I want you to kind of, with the back of your brush, kind of feel where your brow bone starts to dip into your eye socket, kind of that curve right there. It's not your natural crease, it's a little higher.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes. That is going to be where we're going to apply this eyeshadow. Okay. So that's just at like right where that brow bone curves. Now, with wider set eyes, we want to focus the color a little more inward to really restore that symmetry to the eyes. So right where your eyebrow arches, like right at that arch where it begins to descend, I want you to just create like almost a line from the corner of your lash line up to that crease at the arch of your brow bone.
Like that?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes, that is perfect what you're doing. So I want you to kind of picture like almost picture like a boomerang.
Okay.
Yep. Excellent. Nice. And go ahead and bring it in slightly, like taper it in, I would say halfway.
Right there?
On your lid. Yeah. Yes. Taper it into halfway. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yes. Yes. You're doing great. Now that like outline that you just created with your blendy brush, I want you to sort of smudge what you just did down to your lash line and bring it down just in the outer third of your eye. No, remember we're going to keep that lid nice and bright. So just on this outer third.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to bring that shadow down to your lash line.
Okay.
Lovely.
Okay.
Yes. Love it. Love it. Great job. Okay. Now take that eyeliner brush that you were using.
Uh-huh.
Take the same shade, and I want you to take it maybe about 3/4 of the way on your lower lash line on each eye.
Okay. Is that okay?
Great. Yes. Okay, now with our darkest shade.
Got it.
With this same brush, you're going to create a very almost think that you're pushing the color almost in between your lashes. We want a very dramatic lash line. So with that eyeshadow, I want you to again, maybe just like halfway on your lid, start to really place this color. Again, think in between your lashes.
Okay. Is that?
Yes. Yeah. You're doing great. You're better at this than you think. So go ahead and, so you got it on both eyes?
Yes.
Lovely.
Is it dark enough?
Now, with your blendy brush,
Hold on.
take that same color. I mean, we're going less is more here, okay?
Okay.
On this outer corner of your eye, you're not going up all the way up to your crease, just this like little outer corner here. I want you to swirl that shade.
Okay.
It is subtle. This is not like.
Is that acceptable?
Yep. Outer corner of the eye. Yes, absolutely. You're a great student.
I don't know about that. Okay. Got it.
Lovely. Lovely. Okay, let's go ahead and apply your eyeliner. Now, again, with the deep set eye, we really want to keep the lid as light and bright, really with, just the outer corners are accentuated ever so slightly. With your eyeliner, I'm going to share with you a little trick. If you hold your mirror so that I'm going to hold a mirror here, and you're kind of looking down at it, you can apply your eyeliner. It'll tighten the line. It's going to create a tight line of eyeliner. You don't want a thick, like black, this is not, unfortunately, with your eye setting and shape, a smoky eye would not serve you well. So you're off the hook when it comes to that trend. You want to keep as much drama at your lash line. And so we're going to do that with a tight black eyeliner. We're not going to smoke it out. We're not going to darken that space anymore. So you can try it looking down at your mirror, and you can even follow the line that you made with your accent shade. And with a liquid liner, it's a lot easier to do. You can almost think you're almost like resting the color on top of your lashes. Like,
how far are you?
Super tight. So I'm starting halfway.
But how on the end? How far? Just to the end?
Just to the furthest corner of your lashes. That's as far as you're gonna go.
You're such a good teacher. I'm so glad you're so patient.
Oh, are you kidding? I love this.
Really good at it.
I love this. And listen, I still keep a bottle of eye makeup remover on my desk when I'm doing my makeup because you know, you have a slip or something's just not even, it's like, oh, I need to try that again. That's the beauty of being able to know your best look and how to recreate it again and again so that you can feel confident every time you turn your camera on, like, hey, this is me showcasing my best features. Let's finish it off with some mascara and call it a day.
Oh, okay. Well, a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I was like, oh, man.
Thank you for saying that. Because that's the thing. It seems daunting and it seems intimidating, but when you know that the approach that you're taking fits your natural features, this is not hard. You're working with your features instead of trying to turn them into something that they're not. So that's what we want to do. So I thank you. That is like the paycheck of the heart for you to say, that was easier than I thought.
One of the things that I've always struggled with, like with glasses and everything, like my eyes are so little, sometimes when I do my makeup, they're just lost. And I think you said it because they're so far back on top of it. But anyways, yeah, this looks a lot better.
Yeah. So what you're doing really is, and you also have these great lashes going for you. Leverage that. Like, your lashes are long and they're thick, and that's for your eye shape and setting. The drama on your lashes is like choice. It's really, really working. Okay. You know what I appreciate about you, Casey, too, is that you keep your collection small. I think oftentimes that collection can just grow like kudzu, and then you don't know what you have. Is it expired? Is it broken? Is it like, I don't even know what works for me anymore. So I commend you for keeping your collection small. And I mean, the pieces that we've chosen today, like, this is really all that you need. Students think, I got to run out and buy like $500 worth of stuff. No, you don't. Let's work with what you have first.
Okay.
Less is more. You really do not need a heavy application. If you have any stray eyeshadow, or you just want to clean up the area a little bit, you can go back with that cream shade, start at the corner, and just clean it up. Like, if there's any darkness, you know, any shadow that's fallen underneath your eyes, you can take that highlight shade and go back and just brighten it back up.
Okay.
Yeah. So your highlight shade it's almost like insurance. Like, if you're like, oh, I went too dark there. Oh, I messed up there. You can go back and just reassign it, you know, with your highlight shade. It's like a great do-over, you know?
Yeah. I think I've been putting on too much makeup in my eyes.
Really?
Like when I was, like I did yesterday, and I think I put too much on. Like, you like much on and it has a lot bigger effect, I think.
So I chose some very dramatic colors today because I knew that we were going to do this. And you bring up actually a really good point. I did this look on myself, and I did it for wide, deep set eyes. I don't have wide, deep set eyes. So this is not a look that I would have done on myself because my shape is different. My makeup, my features are set differently than yours. So this look complements you better than it will me. And that's why it's so important to know your setting and your features and your face so that you can confidently make decisions. And a trend, you know, or an approach like a smoky eye, you could just wave right on by that because you're like, that doesn't work for me. That's not going to serve me. And what we've done with your eyes, how we've kind of, you know, dialed in your lips and your cheeks, how does this align with the work that you do? You know, you're about to turn on your camera, you're about to speak to your cohort. How does this look reinforce your message?
So for me, confidence is such a key thing. And so most of my clients are coming to me with mindset challenges. They're getting ready to start their businesses. They're getting ready to maybe leave their husband, or like have these big like that take a lot of mental capacity and a lot of healing work. And when, like, for me, confidence is key. So if I can hand over those messages confidently, it helps my client instill that confidence in themselves. But as like, and this is gonna sound so cheesy and corny, but because my eyes truly are like windows to the soul, like it's something that makes them feel at ease. And so if I could make it, I already, like when I read people's souls, it's already an intense experience.
Yeah.
And so if we can like make it warm and inviting and yet confident and uplifting, that's what I'm trying to accomplish. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
And I can now, as your viewer, I can say the way that you have focused on your eyes and just naturally. I mean, again, we don't use makeup to like turn ourselves into something that we're not.
Yeah.
Makeup is just, imagine it as, you have this gorgeous piece of art. You want to put it in a frame. Like we want to frame it so we don't just slap it on the wall. Like,
yeah,
we want to showcase that this is important. We put it behind glass so that it's, like, this is it. And this is what I think that you've done, with this look. And, you said it, your audience is connecting with the depth behind your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think what you've done to be, intentional about leveraging that quality that you have to accelerate building trust, because like you said, the work you do is incredibly vulnerable. You are looking beyond into a person's soul. I mean, and that's powerful. But that requires a degree of trust.
Right.
And so your eyes tell me, hey, you can trust me.
Hope so anyway.
Yes, they do. Thank you, first of all, for being so brave. I mean, you are like, I love it, because my best students are the ones that are like, sure, I'll try anything. Let's go. Let's try it. And you definitely have that beautiful spirit. You are in the middle of something big, and I want you to just kind of share it. And, how can anyone who's spent this time with us, be in your world, work with you, get into what you're doing?
Yeah, so I actually have a few different ways you can work with me. Every month I offer free group readings. If you're interested, DM me at Brighten Your Day Co. on Instagram, and I'll give you a link to get into the free Facebook group. I read as many people as I can. We do group soul readings, so you'll have an idea of how I work, how I structure, and the evidence behind my work. I also have a program that just launched. It's a group program where we do group soul readings, and we have a wonderful community of like-minded souls that get together. We do the soul readings, but I have a core course that you can go through along with this, where we take a deep dive, and it gives you tools on how to take a proactive approach to triggers and to our emotional stuff, because so much of mindset is healing our hearts. And so when we can heal those root emotions, we're truly able to rewrite tomorrow. And so that's why my program is called, it's Rewrite Tomorrow. And we take that soul work piece, and we take manifestation, which is, and we bridge them together. And it's funny because I never really believed in manifestation. I'm such a skeptic, which is funny for a medium. But that's what I got going on now. And so if you're interested, or if you know anyone that would like to join, come check out my work, check out how I read, and join my group, and we can chat and go from there.
I love it. I love it. Casey, you are a beautiful soul.
Thank
you.
And
I'm grateful for the work that you do. I'm grateful for the people that you are so passionate to reach. And I am thrilled for you to launch this coaching program.
Well, thank you so much for taking me under your wing, showing me your ways.
Casey, you're such a good student. You're such a great student, and we've had a blast.
Yeah.
And you have a lovely day.
You too. Thanks so much for having me. So much
Absolutely. Fun. Thank you. Bye-bye.